Today's guest has already achieved so much in music at such a young age, and he's still striving for more. He's navigated through difficult moments honestly and now returns rejuvenated, proving that sometimes taking a pause is more powerful than rushing the process. But before we get into this, I want to say a huge thank you to Parliament Square Coffee for allowing us to film. But anyway, let's get into this. Yeah?
Little boost to the ego, isn't it?
Straight into it. Okay. You ready?
Always.
Well, there's no way better than to start than begin with music.
Okay.
How significant do you think music has been in your life in all angles, thinking from experiences, your identity, and even saying with family and friends?
Oh my. It's everything.
Mm-hmm.
Music's been my entire life for as long as I can remember. I have memories of like being in nursery and then just being a little attention seeker and just getting up and singing Angels by Robbie Williams.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just consumed me forever. And I don't really know why. I've just always, it's felt like, oh, let's be cringe, but like a calling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of them things. I just absolutely love it and everything about it. And it's guided me in a way. Like I have a tattoo on my arm that says music's my escape from all the bullshit in life. Because it pulled me through like tough times, like maybe a tough time in school, or just like with friends and, you know, as every kid does or whatever. But to get through that, I just locked myself in the music room. And
what was it like with, for example, say school? Because I've had other people on in the past and they've been like, when, especially being from Liverpool as well, the environment is like, if you don't play football or you don't box, it's like, what you do? So what was it like being
It was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard. I mean, I did music and drama, but I also played footy.
So did that balance it out a bit, would you say?
At times,
yeah.
But then other times it was like, it was also a reason for them to snap me on the field, you know what I mean? So it was like, at times it was tough and it was just, I don't know, I feel like school's volatile for anyone. Anyone that's like a little bit different. School is like a goldfish ball and it's not the real world. And I've always had the mindset of like, oh, this isn't real. It doesn't really matter. Like, you know, obviously I'll try hard in my lessons or whatever, but I know what I want to do with my life and what you say to me, whatever. I feel that's where I built me thick skin for the industry, which you need.
I love that because like I've spoke to people in the past and they've been like, I stopped doing drama because of like what people would say. Or like just they'd stop because they knew that people would already do it before they'd even said it. But it's like, I've said it before, when you're an adult, that's what people are like attracted to. Like when people see you now, like oh my God, he can sing. All the stuff you've accomplished. It's like, it's a cool thing to have, or like people obviously,
not completely.
It's an attractive thing for like partners, girls, whatever.
Yeah,
but
that's one of the reasons why I started. Like, you know, like if I'm in like year 8 and I was like, oh, play guitar. Next minute, a few of the girls were like, oh, you play the guitar. I was like, yeah, I play the guitar.
That's what I mean. It can be like, you can be as good looking at anything, but if somebody plays the guitar, they just want above you.
You see it? Yeah.
That's what you see, isn't it?
Fair enough.
Was there much influence coming from that? Did we stay around that then from your? Or was you just always like?
Oh, it was just a bonus. I mean, music for me, like as I said, it's always been everything for me. So it wasn't necessarily, oh my God, I'm gonna get a girlfriend. It wasn't really care. To be honest, it was more like, oh my God, I'm all right at this. Even when I wasn't, and I was crap, I thought I was, and I'd listen to music. I'm like, all I ever do, even to this day, anywhere I go, I'm listening to music. It's all different types.
Well, I think we all do, even without thinking of it.
I have to fill my brain with something, because otherwise I'll just go a bit mad.
It is a great escape though, because if you think, like, I've said this again in the past, imagine like a world without music, like we'd just be like,
it would be
so weird,
sad. I wouldn't want to.
Imagine a party without music. We wouldn't have a party.
Awkward,
like everybody would just be speaking to each other.
Yeah, it's mad though, because like music is a healer as well. So you can go through things in your life, and then this artist who lives on the other side of the planet, who's never doesn't know anything about your life, could release this tune and it just speaks to you, and you're like, what the
it touches you, doesn't it?
That's why a lot of people get like completely obsessed with certain artists and stuff, and I respect it. I get it.
It's because like, do you think it as well? It's because you feel like you know that person, or like you can relate to them that much. You think people get on board with it in that way because of that?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, definitely. I think, especially with the power. I mean, it's kind of changed now. It's constantly changing in it, but with social media, people are closer to the artist. They know
Oh, yeah, well, you can get as
their
close as possible,
personality
can't
now.
you? Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like they could just whip their phone out and be like, "Oh, I'm just making fucking toast."
Yeah.
And it's like, "Oh my god,
We're
they eat
like-
toast too."
We're like say, we're like say in the 90s or like 80s, they're like the artists were just like unattainable. Where they like you'd hear of them, but you wouldn't know them, would you? So like you'd never see them. It'd be like, oh my god.
Yeah, I
Except they'd be,
suppose.
like, they
I suppose like you say, the tour. It's the magic in it.
Yeah.
And I had this battle for a long time with social media, and it's like, obviously I'll talk about it throughout the podcast, but I had a break for like 3 years from everything, from music, well, say that I'm still writing.
Yeah, but it's like
go insane. But I
it's a
didn't
bit of a
post and I
release,
didn't
isn't
put
it?
anything
Yeah.
out. And you know, with the power of like social media, the job role had changed from what I wanted. I always grew up being like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a rock star, tour, and get bevied every night. And I suppose there is probably corners of the industry that lends itself to. But the reality is, if you want a career in something that involves the public eye, social media is the way to go. And I didn't want to do that for a really long time. But the world moves and evolves constantly. And if you don't move with it, you're going to get left behind. And I've worked too hard over my life, put too much energy and effort into this to let that happen.
You just can't, can you?
No.
Stripping away then everything that we basically just spoke about. Why music? What does it give you? Like, forget your identity, or like say the outlook people have on you, like, oh, they'll label you, oh, he's Lewis the singer.
Right.
Like, what does music give you? If you get what I mean.
Yeah, an outlet of my thoughts. It's always been the way that I process things. Like, not to get all deep in that, but like when I've been through things in my life, I've always just wrote songs because I've struggled to. I feel like music and writing songs made me more of an intelligent, emotionally intelligent person. Because I've had to process my emotions through that. I feel like that's a really common thing in men. Like we're just shit at doing that, aren't we?
Well, we are.
We're just crap at like processing our emotions. But it's really important, man. Because like people struggle all the time. You can't constantly be happy.
Yeah.
Music has done that for me. That's like my translator. If that makes any sense.
It releases it all onto, say, whatever. If you use a paper, it releases
some
it
people
all.
choose sport, some people choose art, whatever.
I use this, to be honest, like speaking to other people, it allows you to like learn from their own experience of like, or even just see like, oh, because with me, it's like, I get really deep into someone's story. So like, you see that like other people go through that. So it just gives you like that release to be like,
it's cool.
There's other people as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But like with music as well, for you, relating it back to you now, it's like you can really just open up, and because you're writing a song, there's got to be like a resolution to the end of it in a way. Do you know, like the change?
No,
like,
exactly.
There's a story, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's a song, so
exactly, yeah.
You're working it out. So if you were going, say you were going through like a struggling moment, but you started writing a song, you'd probably find the outcome you needed.
It's not always one song though. You don't always find the resolution in one song. Sometimes you've got to write a bunch of just sad tunes to just get through it. I went through a phase of just writing songs that just all sounded the same. And I remember listening back and I showed it to my mates and they were like, oh, Louis, these are all sounding the same. And I was just like, oh yeah. But then at the time I was like, you get like, I don't know, you get like a block. But you know, I in total, like music has just saved me in so many ways. Like I've tested it. If I don't write for like a month, I lose my head majorly. Everything in my life just starts going wrong. I have to do it.
So it like pieces everything together in a way.
Yeah.
It's like the jigsaw piece that keeps it all together. Yeah.
In a mad way.
Yeah.
I have to do it.
It makes sense though, because obviously you've just, when we were speaking before, you even said it keeps you away from just your own thoughts in your head, like say in the car or like if you're working away.
Yeah.
But that's with anybody. Like when you're walking at night and you're thinking all these mad thoughts, like somebody's behind me. Music can release you from that.
Completely. I'm a chronic overthinker. And I like deep everything. And like, I struggle sometimes to sleep because I'm not listening to music. I can't fall asleep listening to music, obviously, because then I'll just start jamming. No one wants that. Especially when we get up and next to me, she'll like, shut up. I can't sleep, it's 4 a.m. I'm belting out Bon Jovi. My mind just starts like racing, but like throughout the day, if I don't listen to music or I don't write, I'll just start thinking about the maddest thing, like an argument I had in year 4, replies I could have come back with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like, I don't know if you do that or I'm just a psychopath.
I haven't done that one before, like, but like everyone to their own. It's interesting. There's nothing against it. Like, I just personally, I can't think of doing that.
Maybe I'm just insane.
No, but like, we all have our deep thoughts. Like, if you want to hear one from me, then like,
of course, go for it.
If I'm at traffic lights and I'm seeing cars coming the other way, I'm like, or if I'm in the cinema, I'll stop watching the film and start looking at like the back of people's heads and be like, everybody in this room I'm sitting with, I don't know them. But like, they've all got something going on. They've all got jobs. That's what I mean.
I create lives for people.
Yeah.
That's mad that people do that though, isn't it? It's just insane.
But it's like,
everyone's got stories. So.
That's what I mean. That's what made me the idea starting this, to be honest, because it's like, it's mad, like the little thought we put into, like, you could be in a place, like a concert with 60,000 people and you only know 5 because you and 5 of your mates are there.
Yeah.
And you might see somebody you know, but apart from that, you're just bonding over like
it's mad
music.
Because you're the main character in your life, but you're an extra in everyone
else's. Yeah. Well, I remember, I don't even know if I put this in, but I remember you saying that like people view you 1,000 different ways. There's 1,000 different views from people's eyes.
There's a different version of you for every single person you ever meet.
It's so interesting as well because it's like how you were with that person influences how like they see you, isn't it?
Yeah, because like you could have just been that guy that you've walked out of the shop and accidentally bumped into, and that person,
yeah, which is like, it's crazy. Or you pull out with them when you're in your car.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? But then like it could be someone that really knows you, and it's like they know a lot more about you, but they still have an image that probably isn't the real you, because only you know the real you, innit?
Definitely.
Yeah. But,
Do you think music comes easy to you then? Like, I'm not saying compare yourself to other artists or whatever, but personally, do you feel like you're just, I'm in a flow state, or like this just comes easy, or like it's the best thing you're good at, just personally? Like, you don't even need to compare yourself.
I think I'm a good harnesser of like the message, if that makes any sense, because I think that like music is like energy. It sounds so mad.
No, but it is, isn't it?
But like sometimes it just happens, and you're right, it's a shit tune. The majority of the time, you're right, shit tune.
But don't you think that's any artist ever?
Yeah.
Like
that's all we're doing. We're just finding the right. We're finding we're song hunting.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to go to a different studio to get that inspiration,
or go to a different place,
it's
or
like,
experience.
It's like the universe just goes today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's happened to me where I've wrote some of the best songs I've ever written in 15 minutes, and then there's other times where I'm sat there for like 6 hours, just like on one line. I'm like, oh,
you can't do it. It's also like what you've been going through at that certain time, isn't it? Like, I surmise, I've never done it, but like your experiences you're going through, or like what you've seen just by like pictures of like seeing something in the street or seeing something on the news or just something that sparks like.
There's a story and everything. I mean, I predominantly write about like my experiences and things that I've been through, which is probably a bit self-indulgent. But I do sometimes just make up stories and just write about them, even if they're like no relevance to me. Like I wrote a song recently that I will release at some point, but it's called Turtle Man. It's just a song that I just completely made up. Just made up a story. Yeah. Just like being creative and writing mad stories. I've always done that since I was little.
It's interesting. It's mad that you've said that you've always done that from little. Like, it's crazy how you've had that emotional intelligence to do that. Because even though it's like just a story and it's not linked off anything, like from a young age to do that, it's like, it's really interesting.
Yeah, a bit weird, isn't it?
Not weird. I don't think it's weird at all. I think it's really like, wow.
Well, I'm glad you think.
Do you think like, does it come from maybe like family? being very open emotionally, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
because if families hide away from emotions, you're never going to be open to them.
I'm lucky. I'm really lucky in the
Mhm.
sense I come from like a really loving family, and they're like my biggest supporters in everything that I do. Like I used to play footy, and like footy was my thing for a really long time. And then one day I was like, nah, I want to do music, or I want to do comedy, or whatever. My dad was just like, even though he's a massive red and loves footy, he was like, okay.
He's not going to be the next
I
Stevie
remember
G.
I was playing for Liverpool at the time.
Yeah.
And they called me in for a meeting, and my dad was saying, oh, this is going to be the meeting where they're going to have a look. And I was like,
no.
And he was like, what? What do you mean? Like, nah.
What do you think what's your favourite part about pursuing music and being a songwriter, musician, shall we say?
Oh, favourite part?
Yeah, because I know the funny thing is I think people forget. They see like, okay, maybe being on stage and being like, I want to be a musician so I can just sing in front of loads of people. But it's like, you've got to do everything. So like, I love being a guest, but I've got to do the research. At the moment, I've got to set it up. I've got to edit it. You've got to do the groundwork.
Yeah.
Which people forget. And I think that's why people stay out of it.
Yeah.
And obviously, you've been in it so long from a young age.
Yeah.
How have you been able to, maybe let's change the question then. How have you been able to manage that? And then what is your favourite part?
Okay. Appreciate the highs come with a cost of lows. And although the shows are amazing, there's, especially when I was in the band, there was lengthy like press days. We're doing radio all the time, and it can get long. But at the same time, I loved it. I'm a bit of an attention seeker at times as well.
I think the only way you can stick at something is that you actually love all of it, don't you?
Just love everything about it. I mean, there's definitely, that's going back on my point earlier where I said like I wasn't super thrilled about social media and doing social media involving this job role. That is the reason, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
No, I do know what you mean. It just shows though, because obviously, for example, you said you stopped playing footy when you were young, even though you had a talent for it. You didn't like everything that come with it. Like, I don't think you can pursue something for so long without...
Yeah, physically, I'm just a bit lazy.
But like, but I think that's what I mean. So there's something that you just couldn't stick at. So like,
I had to fall in love with social media. And I'm getting there. Not 100%.
But there's always going to be something that's grueling that you don't like.
Completely.
But if the positives of everything else you love outweigh it, you learn to love it. In a way, you learn to accept it.
Because it's a long, when you do something, obviously you can relate as well. When you're doing something creative, it's long, man. You have to learn to enjoy the journey. Because when you get to that end goal of playing this huge show or selling out an arena or whatever, it's never going to be as good as you imagined it.
And you can say that for the fact, can't you?
Yeah. I mean, I've not sold out an arena.
No, but you have, though.
Well, kind of.
Too humble there. So, yeah, speaking on that, looking back at your timeline from, let's say, the age of 15, when you were getting interest off being considered of being on Eurovision to going on a sold-out UK tour with a band, it looked like everything skyrocketed and come so quickly. Can you talk me through this period?
Yeah. So I was probably, let's say 15. I had 2 years prior to that, I was doing stand-up comedy. And I was traveling around different pubs from the age of 12 until about 13, 14, just doing stand-up gigs to build confidence. And there was the potential of like a genuine career, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to do music. I've always loved music. I just didn't know how to articulate myself to write songs.
Do you think that helped so much?
Yeah.
Before we carry on.
Yeah, definitely, because like I had to learn the craft of writing a story and how to structure a story, and not all songs are stories, but there's messages and hidden messages or whatever.
The way to say it as well, isn't it? Because obviously I think obviously people enjoying a song is probably nigh on maybe second most as difficult as making somebody laugh. probably about par, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I guess so. I mean, I'd say making someone laugh is probably harder.
Yeah.
Because if they don't laugh, it's heavy.
Must be.
It's heavy. And I
But
suppose
to do that
because I
at
was
such a
so young,
age,
no, probably got the benefit of the dog.
Would you recommend that to people though?
Yeah.
Like musicians?
I mean, if you're super
need
game,
them.
you just want to throw yourself in the deep end, definitely do it, because it changed my life. Made me like super confident, because I'm a huge believer now where like if I go to do something that makes me nervous, I'll think about the things I've already done. Like, oh, I've done that and I'm fine. So do this.
Do that.
You know what I mean? So then going back to the previous question, which was
just what's been
what happened?
Yeah, what's been the full? Okay. Tell us the story.
So then I pretty much locked myself in my room for like 2 years, and I taught myself to play guitar, bit of piano, really focused on singing. And I wanted to like start writing songs. So then I did, and I was doing music at school as well, and I had a few music teachers that really encouraged me and like pushed me to do like shows at school, and they had like music nights at my school, and I'd always play a tune. And at that point, I just left musical theatre because I did musical theatre as well. And I realised that that's not the route that I wanted to go down. Didn't really want to do like the acting.
It's difficult as well, isn't it?
Again, it was more, I felt like I was just getting different tools that I needed. Without realising, I'd love to sit here and be like, I had this master plan from birth.
Well, you do. It's more in hindsight, isn't it? You look back and you're like, wow, this linked up.
Yeah, I mean, there's been times where people have asked me like, oh, did you plan that? Yeah. No clue. I just like doing
Makes the narrative sound better.
Yeah, makes you sound smarter, but nah, I'm not that clever. But it gave me tools that I needed to be an artist. You know what I mean? So then started writing tunes and then posting them online and stuff. And at this point, social media wasn't like, it was big, but it wasn't like, that's where you break your career. Yeah. Kind of big. It was like, it
was starting to grow, wasn't it?
There was definitely a few artists. I mean, like, you like, so like Shawn Mendes, like he blew off like Vine.
Yeah.
It's like similar time frame, and I was posting on Facebook and a few videos that did all right. And I was like, oh, cool. I mean, I was playing gigs all the time as well. I did a competition called Merseyrail Sound Station. And they let me perform at Lymph. I did 5 songs on the This is Liverpool stage, and it was sick. The biggest gig I ever done. I was like, this is sick. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And just grafting. Randomly, I get this email from this fella, Hugh Goldsmith, and next minute I start Googling his name. He's like this big time player. I mean, he's invited me to London, and me and my dad go down, and I'm like, what? I was so nervous, absolutely shitting bricks. And I go in, and I'm like, start playing my song for him. I do a cover and I sing an original. And he goes, starts talking about Eurovision. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. So I was like, I didn't know if I wanted to do that. I didn't know. Because there is a little bit of a stigma with Eurovision where it can be a career killer, because as a country, we're not super liked in that department.
True, that is
you
true.
Know what I mean?
Even though it sounds like, wow.
I mean, it's definitely changed now. It's getting a lot better on Eurovision. Like, we've done all right the last few years. I don't actually watch it. But at that point, it was like, I don't know. I've always been hesitant to do like shows like that. I've always wondered. At that point, I was always like, oh, I wonder what it's like to do like Britain's Got Talent or X Factor or something. And I did nearly sign up a few times. But then speaking to my dad and my family and stuff, I wasn't ready. But he thought that I was 18.
Ah, okay.
You
only, what would you say, 15 at the time? Wow.
Yeah. I had a proper baby face as well. I don't know how you got that confused.
That must have been cool though, like for like confidence.
Yeah.
That must have been really.
Yeah. And he was like,
you knew you were doing something right to be.
Yeah. I was clearly like close to it in the mark. I was like, okay, this is good. And then when he realised that I couldn't do Eurovision, which was obviously his main priority, he was also in the room with another guy in London who was a manager, and he was putting together a band, like an acoustic trio, and he wanted me in it. So then I joined this band. At that point, there was only 2 of us, and we were like grafting away, whatever. But during this process, I then get another email randomly one day. It was mad. Like at this time, things were just falling from the heavens for me. It was crazy.
That's how it works, though, isn't it? Weird,
At times,
you don't know.
at times. But it was from a guy called Nigel Martin Smith who put Take That together. And I mean, that was a different, like,
that must have been
that was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm putting another boy band together. And I was like, and no. Because, like, I don't know, like, I'm sure you can relate. Like, Liverpool's very, like, singer-songwriter, like.
Apart from the Beatles, isn't it? There's like,
but even then,
they're not like a boy band.
They're not a boy band. They're like artists. They make art. You know what I mean? And at that age was like, oh no, boy bands just like sell your soul stuff. You know what I mean? And like, but then at that point in my life, it was quite a lonely time because in school I'd just spend my days in the music room, and I'd go to lessons. I'd go and do the music room. So then I was like, oh, okay, I may as well. I don't want to just like flat out say no. Wasn't something that I was like super keen on, especially when I found out the name. Which was Yes Lad. And I was like, oh.
It's for Liverpool.
Yeah, but they were all mank.
Yeah.
Which is another thing I was like warning signs or whatever, but it was the best thing I ever did.
Yeah.
When I met the lads, it was like something clicked in me and I was like, oh, you're like me.
Yeah. It's like that Spider-Man moment.
Yeah, literally. And I'd never met people that thought like me.
Yeah.
And they were a bit older than me. So I was.
Did that help as well with them being older?
Yeah. I've got an older brother and I always got on better with his mates when I was younger. So then to be in a band where like the next youngest to me was like 3-4 years older than me. Perfect. So I was like, oh, okay. But none of them really wrote songs that much at that time. So then that was an opening for me to be like, oh,
I write songs.
Yeah. They're not really good, like, but I write songs. So then I joined the band and we did a few, like, obviously met Nigel, which was daunting to meet someone of his like stature. That's probably not the right word, but he was lovely. He was lovely, and I was like, okay, this is my big break, you know. And during this process, and next minute we're on X Factor. It's like this is what we're doing, and yeah, it was a whirlwind. Whirlwind.
I can imagine.
So that whole process feels like a fever dream.
I bet it's blurred to an extent. To look back and like, wow.
My mum and dad were so worried.
Yeah.
And like, I remember having a chat with them and they were like, are you sure this is what you want to do?
So timescale now, 16, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just turned 16.
Just leaving school or year 11?
Still in school.
Wow, that's
in school.
like...
Yeah. But at that point in your life, you think you know everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you on about? I'm going to be famous. How are you going to stop me from doing this? Like, I'm you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'd go into school and like people knew I'd joined the band. And obviously he's getting loads of stick for the name. Yeah. You'd be like, yes, I'd know, lad. All this. I had them all, but I just sat there like,
so, yeah.
I'm going to be famous, sure.
Yeah. You're not just
I mean, it didn't work. To an extent.
No, to an extent. But you had a really good experience.
No, it was, oh my God, man, I'd do it all again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change a thing. Genuinely wouldn't change a thing. Like, traveling around the UK with like 4 of your best mates,
it's just unbelievable.
having a laugh. Like, we had a PlayStation in the van.
Yeah.
It was just so funny. We had so much fun. Boss. It was. So then, when we did the show, we got to judges' houses. We went to Ibiza. I mean, which was a mad thing in itself. Like, I mean, for a 16-year-old to go to Ibiza Rocks with Craig David, which was like the biggest flex ever. Yeah. Because I'd be like, my mates would text me, mates, and be like, oh, I'm just at my nan's. So it's like, I'm at Ibiza Rocks with Craig David.
It's just uncomparable, yeah.
I just felt like a G, you know what I mean? But I don't know, just fever dream, man. Crazy experience. But it catapulted us, like, especially because of the name. Because it was like a marketing strategy, essentially. Because the name was so bad, it got so much hate. There's no such thing as bad publicity.
No.
And we were in all papers, we were trending on Twitter for like 3 days because of the name.
Wow. Yeah.
We gained like 100,000 followers overnight. It was mad.
It's crazy that.
It was insane. Don't even know if that's the right figure, but it was insane. At that point, it was a lot.
Yeah.
And when we came off the show, because we didn't go to the live shows, we weren't stuck in the contract. When you get to the live shows, you're in a contract then where you can't release for a year because you do like the X Factor tour. And because we didn't do that, we could just start releasing straight away. And
so was that like a blessing in disguise in a way at that time?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, a part of me would have been cool.
Yeah, it would have been,
cool
obviously,
to do arena tour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
I then got to work with some like amazing producers that I've worked with, like Kylie Minogue and like
which
all
is
these,
like next level.
Yeah, and like we were in London all the time. Like we were staying in London for like long periods of time, and like being that young and like I never really stayed away from home that much. Next minute I'm like living in Manchester and I'm like in London every weekend and meeting all these famous people. And we did This Morning and like Lorraine.
It's just mad. Like it's just on in the background.
I was just like, what the hell is going on? We did CBBC loads, and little did I know that was going to be invaluable to me going forward. But it was just, I was just making connection after connection. And that's the way I started to think about it. Like with a boy band, there's a shelf life. Because as soon as you get to a certain point, you're a bit old to be like dancing about and stuff, you know what I mean? And then I wasn't a massive fan of the dancing anyway, but it's part of the package, you know what I mean? It is what it is. And I was prepared to do that. It was fun. And like, I was a kid.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you're so young.
Yeah.
You had
care.
You've still got the full career to go from.
Yeah. I never really care what people think anyway, but like,
there's no points, is there?
I mean, it was definitely, it's probably the thing that I've got the most stick for in my life, but at the same time, it's probably the thing that I've got the most clout for in my life.
Yeah.
So it's like a double-edged sword,
It's
really.
like that, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's always going to come, isn't it? It's always going to come.
Yeah.
So it's like the positives are going to come with the negatives, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like there's always going to be somebody.
Yeah, definitely. And then the show like catapulted us. So then we had like this like overnight following. Because of what happened to us on the show, we got sent home for like, every year there's like a novelty act.
Yeah.
We got sent home for what the rumours were that the novelty act. And we were devastated, obviously. But it's a mad show, man. It's mad.
Well, we were speaking at stage, isn't it, as well? It's
at a point.
At the end of the day, it is a...
We still don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on.
No.
Obviously, the producers probably have an idea or whatever, but it's mad. It's mad. I don't want to say too much because it's so easy to just come across as like sour and like because people are just like, you didn't get through like it's just like, oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah. But either way, regardless, invaluable experience. I wouldn't change it for the world. Because then we got to go on and like you said, we did sold out tours in the UK and
which is like every single
that was some of the best like days of my life, man. Insane.
Has that just made you want to do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's different doing it alone though. I suppose not, because I'd have my band anyway.
Yeah. And other people around you, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
And I'm older now.
Yeah.
But at that, if I was, obviously it's impossible, but if I was still that age and I'd also had that experience, I'd be done. It'd be really done. Going on stage for the first time without them was weird.
It must have been, yeah.
That was weird.
Because you get used to like what you do in the processes, don't you? You just get, shall we say, in a way, comfortable. In a way, like to an extent, you do. Like this, it's just like a flow state. Like,
we'd spent so long like rehearsing and stuff as well, where like we just knew what we knew what each other was gonna do, or say, or like what note, because we did harmonies and stuff. So like we knew where they were gonna be. To then like.
Then come away from that.
Exactly. So then I did a gig, like literally a few weeks after the band split. And I supported this other band at the Zanzibar, rest in peace. I shit myself. But it was sick though. Yeah. It was good. And people knew who I was, which was nice. So it's always mad because when you're in like something like that, and you're in a bubble, you're like kind of protected. I never really assume that people know who I am because the majority of people don't know who I am. But at that point, I'd just been on the telly. So it's like...
Well, people were watching it, weren't they? Obviously, loads of people were watching
it. It was mad. But going from that to then no one knowing who you are, humbling experience. But that's the catch with them shows, though.
Yeah.
Because
you can go
today's
from the height
news is
of high,
tomorrow's chip paper, you know what I mean?
I think so. Do you think...
How many X Factor winners can you name?
Yeah. I don't even think I can name one, to be honest.
You know what I mean?
Put a challenge.
It's one of those
Susan
things,
Boyle win it?
I don't know.
Don't know. Like,
She was Britain's Got Talent.
Got talent, that's what I mean. They get all mixed together.
Oh, what a legend, Subo.
But yeah, it's like... Do you think social media's made that easier, though? Because, like, you can get...
I think social media is the death of telly.
Yeah. Because you can get that going from... You could get 100k views on a video. Next video, it's back down to 2,000. You're like, oh,
yeah,
that just did well.
Yeah, I suppose, I don't know. I mean, if you're going off like viewing figures, you'd have to be like mega viral. Because like every night on X Factor, you're getting like 8 million people tuning in. You know what I mean?
And
like,
then all the other, like, the
every
news
night.
and everything.
Yeah, and if you get papers, like an hour segment or like a huge storyline of that episode,
it's big,
that's big. You're going to get a lot from that, you know what I mean?
A lot of eyes.
Yeah.
And then it's online then as well.
Yeah.
You could probably go on YouTube and it's still on.
But there's a lot of creators now that outweigh that. You know what I mean? There's like streamers that have more viewers watching their streams than like an entire player base of a game. Isn't that insane?
Yeah, which is crazy. It's uncomparable, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just
that's where everyone is now, though.
Yeah.
The world's just changed. The world's evolving.
What do you think the biggest takeaway from, obviously you've just said the full journey there. What do you think the biggest takeaway you got from that experience? Because I imagine that's, for example, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but at times you must have got wrapped up in like the flow of it, like just like because it's a whirlwind, isn't it? It's like constant. Like,
oh, you believe you're in hype for a
next minute, this minute.
I definitely did, yeah. And like, yeah, you can get wrapped up in it, and it's like
it's easy too, isn't it?
I learned to take a step back sometimes and enjoy the moment because like I'm super focused when I'm in something. I'm like, this is what I need to do, and like when I was on X Factor, especially X Factor, I was so, because I heard rumors and stuff, I was so like hyper fixated on the fact that it was a game. I was like, this is a game. Everyone's playing their own game. I just felt like I was just like on edge.
Too much.
And if I could go back, I'd just be like, relax, lad. Like, just enjoy this.
But maybe you've learned that now. For like,
of course.
When you do a gig now or something.
But it's so easy to sit here and say that now.
Yeah, it's hindsight, isn't it? The best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago.
Yeah. It's like I was 16, put on this like immense pressure.
Yeah. On like probably one of the biggest stages at the
point.
time.
Yeah.
It's like, there's
Crazy.
obviously going to be like moments where you just took away by it. And
yeah, it was cool. That was part of a vibe piece though, because it was kind of hidden as well. Same because it wasn't all eyes on me. You know what I mean? It was eyes on me definitely, but it was like the eyes were on the band.
Yeah. So the opinions weren't just solely personal.
Yeah.
It was more as a collective.
I would have found that a lot harder. And some people have done.
Do you find that difficult now at certain times? Like when you've obviously
what, like hating that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
so
I feel like
opinion, even if it's not like just people going out there, people just like.
Well, I suppose with music, everyone has an opinion. Everyone that can hear.
Well, everyone likes has their own genre, or
yeah, exactly. Yeah, everyone has an opinion on music, and it's like they'll be like, "Oh, maybe you should add this there, or do this there, or like, I don't really like this song." Okay, like if you want to do something creative, you've got to believe in yourself so much that it's like becomes half delusional.
You've got to have.
And this is the way that I'm gonna do it, and you take opinions in, but don't always like value them.
Yeah,
not always.
No.
Sometimes you should, because if it's like someone that's like been there, done that, you can definitely take advice, and I think that's super important. Because I'm a strong believer in like be a sponge. Just learn and soak everything in. Be a sponge, learn. You never stop learning because you can never know too much. But at the same time, not everyone's your friend.
No, of course. People are never always out to help.
No. People are like just as quick to pull you down as they are to be like, oh, we were mates in school. You know what I mean? Because I had a lot of that one.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Was it, shall we say, since coming away from that, you think it just made you more obsessed and driven to get it again? What do you think?
Initially, yeah. Initially.
What about now?
Now.
Yeah.
But it's been a process. Like, when I came out of the band, it was about, okay, I'm in the real world. I need a job because I have no money. What am I going to do? Because I'd been stupid with my money. I'd just spent and spent and spent. Been a bit of a dickhead, but I didn't save. But what 16-year-old saves?
We don't.
It wasn't me. Definitely wasn't me. But I should have. But anyway, live and you learn. I then was like focused on getting a job, but I was still writing. Time went on and I was writing. And I then thought, you know what, I need to step away from this a sec because it's not the same. And I want to try and utilize these contacts that I've made. Maybe I could have like a leverage and maybe I could leverage my career in a different way and then just do music after, you know? So I thought like telly would be a great idea.
Well, grow it, isn't it? It's growing.
Yeah.
A following. And
so then that's when I reached out to a BBC producer that I knew and was like, is any jobs going? Literally. And she sent me like a link to like this audition thing and I ended up applying. And it was basically they wanted to create like a YouTuber. I didn't have a clue about social media. Like when I was in the band, we worked with like a social media company.
And they done it.
They did everything, man. They were just like, I'll just film this. And we just do it. I had no clue what I was doing. Well, I said I did.
You got it. But you kind of did because you'd done it, but not actually.
Yeah, I had to like, so this was obviously targeted for kids because it was CBBC. And they wanted to create their own in-house influencers. And
which is
be
clever.
like a BBC influencer or whatever. And create content for them. So then I made this video where I went to a farm and I interviewed the animals as if they were like celebrities. I was on a red carpet. I sent it to them and they were like, come down for a meeting or whatever. And I ended up getting the job. And it's the sickest thing ever. I was like, oh my God, I work for the BBC. And I was like going to Manchester all the time. And then I started doing like telly stuff, which was so fun. Like doing like live links and that. I remember the most nerve-wracking thing that I've ever done in my entire life was the chairman of the BBC was visiting the studio and I'd been in the job probably about 2 months and he was coming to the studio and my producer, we were crossing the offices because I was just editing. That day. I wasn't doing anything on the telly, just editing. She was like, we need to go across the studio, say hello. I was like, yeah, sounds all right. We go over. Next minute, everyone's in a panic. The presenter didn't turn up. He like called in sick or whatever. They haven't got a present. Next minute, I'm getting mic'd up. I've never done this before. I was like, oh, shit. They're putting an earpiece in my ear and they're like talking to me in the gallery. There's like 3 cameras. They're like, look at the light. Here's your script. You've got 3-page script. You've got 20 minutes to learn it. And the chairman at the BBC and his entourage are going to come in and watch you do it. I was like, oh, okay.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Do you think it was best way though?
Oh man, I've never locked in so hard in my life.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know, just to throw it at you? Sometimes
like,
not
can I do this? I mean, looking back now, it was probably crap, but I did my best. And then he came over to me at the end and was like, oh, it was boss. Like, I think he was from the world, to be fair. And he was like, how long have you been doing this? And I was about half an hour. But honestly, like to this day, that was the top, like that's the most nervous I've ever been in my life. But like I said before, I use that as an example now. Whenever I'm nervous to do anything, I'll be like, yeah, but I did that.
So that anything else can come easy.
Remember I shit myself in my driving test. But I thought, my God.
But do you know what? It links to like my favorite quote is all you can control in life is how you respond to life. And it's so true because in any moment you've only got given what you can respond to it, isn't it? You can't control what's happening. So like you can't control the presenter didn't come in and you had to just basically get thrown on your toes to
throw in the deep end. Like, but sometimes that's the best way.
That is, isn't it? Because it's like there's no expectation as well, and you don't put no expectation on yourself. But if you had say a week to learn it, you'd be probably shitting bricks even more.
Oh yeah, I'm such
That's
like
what I mean.
as I say, like an overthinker. The fact that it was like there and then was definitely like.
Do you think that's
best
helped you
case
learn to
scenario.
not overthink as much? Or do you think,
I
like, you
wish I
just,
could sit here and be
yeah.
like, yeah, man, I've learned all that. I'm like at peace, and I'm no.
No.
Like, it can't help it, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes your brain's just programmed like that, innit?
Yeah.
But it
But
was
that makes you
definitely,
isn't
you
it?
hit the
Yeah.
nail on the head then. Like, if I had a week to do that, I'd have been losing my mind. Genuinely. But no, it was scary.
Yeah.
But being at the BBC was fun. It was sick. Like,
But you've got a
it
lot
was
of
music
takeaways from
related
that.
because I was like the music guy.
Yeah.
I run a YouTube channel called OTP, which means On the Pulse, meaning like talking about everything music. But obviously at the BBC, in CBBC anyway, there's loads of copyright laws, so I couldn't actually talk about a lot of music.
Oh yeah, because there's certain stuff. Yeah.
So then I was like, hang on, how am I gonna run a music channel
without
actually being able to talk about music? Yeah, but you can just talk about music from like 3 years ago. Wow,
nothing now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was
like
tough.
the 60s.
But it was tough for like my bosses as well because it was a whole new.
Yeah.
This is when social media was like really starting to get TikTok.
Yeah.
Was just
and there's other
popping
people
off.
who can actually just
it was
they
a
can talk about
learning
anything,
curve for
can't they?
everyone, and I don't hold any grudges or anything like that. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
do you think that's helped you be able to do social media now? Because obviously you've said the time.
I feel
that
like
was struggling
it had
part.
the opposite effect.
Really?
Unfortunately, yeah.
In what way?
Then, in the sense of, I became number obsessive because we'd have like weekly meetings, divulging the analytics, and the only
like
other YouTube channel was Hacker the dog. Hacker the dog's the puppet.
I remember that. Yeah,
who's famous. Yeah. He's been on telly for 10 odd years. Yeah. He's famous. We did a shoot in town once, and we got mobbed because Hacker was there. And I'm like, I'm here as well. And everyone was like, who are you? And he was like, oh, can you? Someone was like, oh, can we get a picture? And I was like, yeah, Sam. And they were like, can you take it? I was like,
with the puppet.
Yeah.
that do you know what though? Back to like actually what you were saying with the numbers and analytics, it is really difficult to get lost in that, isn't it?
Completely. Like, as I say, we had meetings all the time about
getting results driven,
but they compare me directly to Hacker, which I was like so annoyed about because it was like, what do you mean? Like, of course he's getting millions of views because Hacker's on TikTok,
and he's
what
been doing it.
Like, no one knows who I am. And like they knew that as well, and like
but they still
of course, but like that's all they had to go off. To be fair to them, So then I became like, I started doing that to my own socials. I'm like, why isn't this video doing well?
So
why isn't that? Why isn't doing that? And then I just became so obsessed with the numbers. And I post a video and it flop, and I'm like, and then I get proper devoed about it.
How are you like that with that now?
I'm getting better. That's why I had to take a break. Like when COVID hit, after all the amazing things that I did at BBC, like I went to Glastonbury, like full access. It was sick. I did so many things. It was like a life-changing job. When COVID hit, the BBC's obviously public funded, and they cut a load of projects, and OTP was one of the newer projects. So it was like,
it's got to go.
First on the list, mate. Yeah.
Well, that's the next thing. It said, what I was going to say was one word: COVID. How was that affected you?
I don't know.
Well, you actually did say it ruined me to an extent.
Yeah, it did. Oh, God, I don't know, it's a bit of a cop-out.
At that time, shall we say,
I gave myself to it. You know what I mean? To like, I fell into a pit of like self-loathing, feeling sorry for myself, and I just spent my days just like, oh, why? I had everything. No, I don't.
It's hard though, isn't it? Because when you're in the moment, that's all you know about.
Oh, mate,
you're living, isn't it?
You got to visit. I feel like if you're reading a book, right? And if you're reading a story, things go wrong in every story. Otherwise, it's shit. Otherwise, it's boring.
Yeah, it can't.
You have to have lows to get to that like triumphant. We did it,
isn't it?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
but like as well, I view it. So when I was thinking about this and at this like say chapter of your career, I was like, that's kind of the moment where most people stop, and that what makes you to then pursue further.
Well, I did stop for a while because at the same
stopping,
time.
though, I mean giving up.
I
mean completely. Like people are like, oh, I've hit the lowest low. I can't.
Oh, I
I'm never
told you
getting
it,
back.
definitely. I definitely did. I had
But
that.
you
I
had the
was
strength
waking
to
up
keep
every
it.
day, being like, "Is this what I want to do?" And as I was going through that process, like when I decided to leave when I left the BBC, a load of things went wrong in my personal life as well, and like my family life, and loads of things, and it was just a shit time. And then being like confined in a space as well, like as I'm sure so many people across the country can relate. It was just heavy, and I just lost myself, to be honest. And it kind of gave me time to reflect on a load of things, because to go through all the things, like all like the band and like the comedy stuff and going on CBC, like to go through that as a young age, it took a toll on me, because when I'm in the band, I was trying to be like, okay, how do I need to act as a boy band member? What did this project need? Then when I was on the CBBC, I was like, okay, I need to be like an extravagant, accentuated version of myself. So then when I came out of it, I was like, oh my God, who am I? I didn't know who I was anymore.
Your identity.
Yeah, I felt like I was just like.
Well, you are to some extent. Because you were so young as well. You can see it's just you're becoming that person that's just needed at that time, aren't you? Trying to balance that.
I kind of came like.
But there's only so long you can do that, isn't it?
I felt like I was making myself a pawn in someone else's chess game.
Yeah.
And although the break started off really negative, what changed it for me is I gained control again. I gained control over my mind, and I surrounded myself with beautiful people, family, girlfriends, like all the people that love me, and I really like worked on myself and like made sure that I was all right. Meanwhile, writing.
So around them difficult times where you're dealing with your own mental health, was it that really helped family that got you through it?
Yeah.
Or what
at
else?
That
What
point,
other
though,
coping mechanisms?
I had a production deal in a studio in Manchester called Oscillate Recordings with a guy called Chris Hughes. Absolute legend of a fella. Genuinely became one of my closest friends, and I love him pieces.
Yeah.
Proper top guy. He knew what I was going through. He knew how shit things were for me, and he stuck by me and like really helped me out. And we made a load of tunes, and I never released them. I might one day. I've got a whole album. I might just one day just drop it in the future, but I've changed so drastically from that music. Don't make that type of music, but I needed that.
Do you think that gave you hope?
Yeah.
That moment give you like...
Yeah, because then he really believed in me, and he really believed in my music, and he reached out. He knew Joe Cross from the Cortinas, who he is the bass player in the Cortinas, and he's also like a producer. He's a crazy big producer. He's said #1 with Louis Tomlinson. Like,
wow,
big time, proper nice guy as well. And he basically showed Joe my tunes, and Joe was like, "This is sick." Joe signed me to his label, and then that's when the last lot of tunes that I released, so like Underwater and then the EP that I did, was through Joe. And that was an amazing experience. But also at that time, I was 20, 21, 22, and I'm now 26. At that point, I was in a room with the Cortinas. And if they were like, "This sounds great," I'm not going to be like, "No, that sounds shit." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, even though it didn't sound shit, but
you didn't feel 100% with it.
Yeah, at times. Like, sometimes it didn't feel like me. But I was finding myself, man. I was like...
you were still...
I still had to find
testing,
my
right?
sound. And it's honestly...
Do you think you've got that now?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's sick, though.
Like, genuinely...
I love that, though, because we've seen a full, like, trajectory from when I was asking you from 15 to, like, the challenging times to, like, now you're just going,
Yeah, I suppose, and like something that I've battled with is like, you know, the killer of comparison as well. Like seeing like other people my age, and then like I mean, like Shawn Mendes is a year older than me. And it's like the things he's done, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like everyone's on their own path, man.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing their own thing.
Because then you could just look at somebody who started so late.
I had to take that break. I had to take them 3 years away because I'd have lost my head and I would have like, I'd became someone that I'm not proud of.
How important do you think that pause and reflect was, looking back now, in hindsight, where you are?
Really important. Yeah. I needed to do it.
Do you think that was the make or break?
Yeah, completely. Because at that point, the industry changed as well. Like we spoke about, like social media became a factor. It became a necessity in being an artist. And like, at that point, I was like, oh my God, I've just come out of a job where I was like hyper analyzing like numbers. I was still like getting over it. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to do that again. And then I was just like, oh, why do I have to like, I've made the song of the summer. And it just felt like so soul destroying.
Yeah. Well, it is, isn't it? Because it's just
at times it can be, but
it feels unobtainable to do that to yourself. You put a unneeded pressure to then try and obtain something that then when you build it up, like, I'm so far away, I'm never going to grasp it.
I feel like it was an ego thing as well, though, to be honest.
But it's so hard because at times, especially with numbers, it's like, numbers are where the comparison comes from. You're like, well, they do this at this and I'm not doing that where I am.
It's impossible not to. I mean, people say, oh, I don't care about numbers. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we all do because that's the game you play, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think to an extent, it's trying to change the view of being, shall we say, numbers driven and be more quality.
Yeah.
Or
completely
the process driven. Like you love the process, don't you? So it's like, it's actually just...
Didn't always.
Yeah.
Didn't always.
Okay.
I'm only, honestly, like in the last like few months, getting to like, I know I'm doing now.
That's probably, do you think that's probably maybe the significant change then, to change your view on like numbers?
Yeah.
Because then...
I didn't have a plan.
When you love something, no matter what's going on exterior, the views, the numbers, people's opinions, it doesn't matter. When you love something that much, like, you don't care, do you? Because it's like, well, true. I love it, so who cares? True. Like, it's gonna come.
That was the deciding factor. I didn't love it.
It's being that naive.
I didn't have that. Yeah, I was naive, and like, I still have been. And I mean, I'm a nerd, man. Like, I love like cameras and editing and all of that, but I just couldn't learn to love this. I just didn't know how I wanted to present myself for so long. It's been such a long process of like figuring out who I am and how I want to portray myself as an artist. Obviously, I can't control how people receive that, but how do I want to view that artist package?
That's the most important, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you don't know yourself, how's anybody else?
I didn't have a clue, man.
Yeah,
but it's just figuring out who I am as a person and like getting opinions of people of like, what do you think of this? You know what I mean? Or like, what's your opinion on that?
That's just so cool, though. It just shows like the processes is there for anybody. So like, I can even see that like, it's going to be difficult times. It's going to be good times. It's like, and it just shows that like,
there's a perspective on everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think that's the most important word ever. Perspective. Because like the worst thing in your life could happen ever.
Yeah.
There is somewhere a positive in it, whether that's a lesson that you have to learn.
But then sometimes you can only see it afterwards, isn't it? And it's
completely,
the funny thing.
You will only see it afterwards.
Yeah.
But it's like during it, if you have the hope to be like, it is going to get better. There is going to be a time.
That's where the love comes in,
exactly.
Yeah.
There is going to be a time, because there's no two ways around it. When something shit happens, it's shit. It is what it is. You're allowed to like feel sad and feel sorry for yourself, and that's important too.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's so important as well.
Because you've got to learn just the feelings of that, isn't it?
I bathed in it for too long.
I see.
And like that.
Did you let it almost consume you? That was what I was going to say.
It did. For
you
a
knew
while.
that already.
Yeah.
What I was going to say.
It did, man. I'll be open and honest about it. It did. It was during this time where I was writing all them songs that sounded the same. And then I was getting so frustrated. I was just like, oh, the world hates
that's all
me.
that's in your mind, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like the energy that you, not to get all spiritual again, but the energy that you bring in or put out into the world is what you're bringing in. If you're constantly thinking, oh, this is shit, my life's shit, I feel sorry for myself, everything's bad, everything's going wrong, you're just pulling in more negative energy and pushing away everyone that's positive in your life, because no one wants to be around someone like that.
No, because then that just brings negativity, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, to the table.
Yeah.
So now, obviously you've just said you're really confident with what's to come. How does it feel to actually have that underlying confidence before even it's come out, that you're at the stage of preparing to release music, that like you're solely, is this the first time maybe you felt like, I'm ready for that, like this is the good stuff? Because it's like it's been a 3-year process, would you say? Longer.
Yeah, probably about 4 or 5, to be honest. I mean, not even. It's been a lifetime project.
Obviously, yeah, but
like, in the sense of
this
like,
certain chapter, is it like, to feel that, it must be like,
yeah,
this is good.
It feels like,
do you think, will it be this year?
Yeah.
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 Are you waiting for the
Oh man, I'm so excited.
I love the excitement. This is what I love. I just love seeing people passionate about what they do, you know.
I just love it, man.
It inspires me.
I just feel like it's like, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
This like
seeing your excitement excites me, because it's
really?
like it is. I get inspired by seeing people like,
man,
excited and love what they do.
Yeah.
What okay, what are you waiting for? What is it that's stopping you from okay, I know you've got to put it out at a certain time because there's all strategies and what works, right? But like, what's stopping you now?
So I'm venturing into a new world that it's uncharted territory. I've always done releases through a label, and I've had like management and stuff. I'm doing it on my own. So like, I'm figuring out, like,
might be tedious, that.
Yeah. So I'm figuring out like PRS and, you know, like all like the technical, like the royalty mechanical sides, and you know what I mean, and like how to pitch a song to Spotify, and like all like
there's so much
the analytical side of thing, and it's like people don't see that. But I've now got to like an artwork, I'm gonna put a plan together, like a social media plan, like a campaign, like how much money can I put into marketing, and all of this. Like, I am running a label for myself.
Are you excited for that though?
Yeah, no. I mean, that side of things, it's like, that's the groundwork.
It's pass a parcel.
That's the groundwork. I'm not gonna like deep it too much, because
it's got to be done.
Got to do it. Let's just get it done. Let's smash his head in. I just can't wait to put these tunes out into the world, because even now, I'm at the point now where I want to release a tune every 3 months, and when I start releasing, I don't want to stop. So I don't want to run out of songs, obviously, because I'm gonna keep writing them anyway. But mate, I am so excited for people to just hear these songs. But as I was saying, I'm at the point now where the song that I'm like, that's the first single because it makes the most sense from what I've done, is so different to the music that I'm making now, because I'm constantly changing as an artist. So I need to hurry the fuck up and release this music. You know what I mean? But I've made a bet with myself that 100% is this year. 100%.
I'm looking forward to it, definitely.
Thanks, man.
I also love, while we're staying on the topic of this, I love how actually slowing down and pausing for a little while can be so powerful. In a day and age where everything's like, now, I need the views, I need the car, I need the Lamborghini, I need the money, I need to make £1 million, all this. Like, it's so good to see people taking that, even slow life for just a little bit, like that slowing down, how effective it actually is. Like, taking them times for yourself.
I guess we'll see, to be honest. I mean,
well, you can already, I bet you can already see it.
For my own well-being, 100%, yeah. But career-wise, we'll see. Like, you know, we could be sat here in 10 years' time doing another episode, and doing another episode, and things could have gone really well.
You've been to Wembley.
You know what I mean? You never know.
Tour.
Or you could be walking past me and like, any change? Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, you never know.
It's going to be the first one, definitely.
We'll see. We'll just see. But it was necessary for me and my story, and like, you know, it's one of them things. Like,
I think people are sometimes scared to do it.
Yeah, because you see,
if I stop, it's like,
I'm going to be TikTok. It's like TikTok and social media. It's like, I'm 19 and I've just bought a £4 million house.
Yeah.
What have you done? You know what I mean? It's like,
but like, you don't know that, do you? You only know the 2%.
You see like a 2%.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Lives, man.
You see so
all these like Lamborghinis and stuff. It's like you've rented it for the day.
Perfect,
You get so much of that.
It's just the perfect, like, you see the perfect moment.
No one's life is perfect. Everyone's got stuff going on, and everyone's story is so insanely complex. A lot of the time, you can't even you don't know what people are going through.
You can't even compare. No,
because you don't know what you can't. It's impossible to know what everyone in the world is going through.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that fella over there. What's he going through? You don't know.
Yeah, you don't.
You do what is necessary for you on your journey, and that break was necessary for me, and I appreciate you saying that. because I think it is important in day and age where things are going so fast and there's like, oh, you're 25, you should have your life sorted out. No, you shouldn't.
No.
You shouldn't.
You're so young.
You're in your 20s, fuck about, learn shit, try shit, try stuff. If you're in a position where you're living at home or whatever, if you're in a position where you can get some income, but then also in your spare time, figure out what it is that you love to do and then figure out how can I make money from that thing.
Be all in with that, isn't it? Yeah.
My granddad was one of the most inspirational people to me, and he died when I was 10, but I was so close to him. I was so close to both my nan and granddad, and he was a super smart man. He played loads of instruments, and it's probably where the music talent comes from. He said to me that I forgot it. Fucking sorry.
Yeah, don't worry.
I forgot. He told there was so many quotes that he told me. I started thinking about another one.
Yeah.
And
well, I can step in there if you would like me to, because no, I think it's authentic, and I'm going to keep it in because it was when you told me this when we were speaking, I was like, doing this episode, that is one significant thing that has to be put in. Like, it hit different. So something he said. So you can be the juiciest peach on the farm, but there's always going to be people who don't like peaches. What are your thoughts on this?
That is the one I was thinking about.
Was that the one you're thinking about? I thought it was.
There was so many things that he told me though, man. And like,
no, I love
like,
that, you know.
But yeah, man, it's
what
so
do you think
true.
about that? What's your thoughts?
Everything. Yeah. It's just everything, isn't it? It's like, you know, it's not caring what people think, man, because it's just not that important.
Showing you don't need approval, I think. It's like a big thing.
Yeah, and where there's social media where it's like trying to prove the points and trying to prove this, it's like, not everyone's going to like you, and that's okay.
They don't need to.
No, man.
Yeah. You can't have. Why would you wouldn't really want everyone to follow you, because you wouldn't have anybody who cared about what you do. Because you think everyone's got their own niche audience. So like, if everyone follows you, if you're going, and if you're going back to metric, people wouldn't care because they don't.
You need the balance of opinion. You need it, and it's like keeps you in check as well, man.
Yeah,
because if everyone around you is just being like hyping you up all the time,
it's too much, isn't it? You need that, complete balance. It's like it's internal. You need the internal validation, not external. Like that's what you want to do from that, and I think that's what that quote gives. So also when I was thinking about that quote and what else I could ask him around that, not everyone is going to like you, obviously. And thinking on a deeper level, what do you think the thoughts or the ideas that to not care, you've got to truly detach from both parties. So you've got to detach from positive and negative.
Yeah, we were talking about this, isn't it?
Like, I think that is so like interesting, because to actually take away opinions of like people who care, like, because it would be easy to take, that's amazing, that song, mate. But like you say, the song's crap. It's like you take it two different ways. You've got to either take them both.
You have it all or none. You know, it's like you can't just ignore all the negative ones and then just soak yourself in all the positives, because then you just become a dickhead.
Yeah.
Where it's like you have to, like what I said earlier, you have to believe in what you're doing so much that like it's your opinion. At the end of the day, when you're making art, it's your art. This is a piece of you. You know what I mean? It is. Like when I'm writing a song, it's like a diary entry. You know what I mean? It's like I'm
so
showing you. I'm like opening a book to like, this is what's inside my head. Have a look at that. You know what I mean?
So within your feelings, it's like everything's just coming out. Yeah.
But I can't sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'm only gonna listen to the positive stuff. You either have it all or you don't have any of it. You just gotta crack on with what you're doing.
Definitely. Well, that quote hit different. It was really good. But you mentioned before, obviously, mental health.
Yeah, man.
Was a struggle at times, shall we say. Now I want to talk about men's mental health in general, but like obviously that can link to anybody else who struggling, women, children who are struggling with it. But like obviously with two men here. I think that's a big theme that's
man.
needed to talk about at the moment.
Definitely.
What's the biggest takeaway from your own experience that you could give to others through mental health?
Speak to your mates, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so easy to say that because a lot of dynamics in men groups are like just take the piss out of each other. That's the way that we interact.
We do.
Sometimes it's so important to like just check in.
Mm-hmm.
I message my mates all the time, just be like,
"You okay?
You all right?"
Ask them that question.
Spoke to you in ages. What's going on? And you're like, you actually good, or you're like just saying you're good. You know what I mean? I wrote a tune about men's mental health, and it's called Underwater. Yeah, and like that was the whole way that I pitched it on on TikTok and stuff, and like the amount of messages that I was getting of just like people, like fellas from all over the world, just messaging me, telling me the story, and it's like
they related to.
Man, it's sad though. How many people are so lonely and like so alone and stuff, and it's like, just reach out. There's help there. There is.
It's boss you were able to do that though.
Oh yeah, completely.
Because it was to show that like so many of us are going through the same stuff.
Yeah, completely.
And it brings people together. Because also one thing that you can do, especially easiest, closest to your mates, is by you opening up, it only gets them to open up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like sometimes maybe you have to take the leap of faith or the jump to be like,
you gotta be brave.
You've opened up, haven't you? But then you might not know what that actually helps them so much.
I mean, I suppose I was able to do it from the things that I've done in my life, and as I said, like from what I've been through, is maybe more emotionally intelligent, and it was easier for me to open up because I do it all the time.
Yeah,
to myself.
Yeah.
You know
yeah. So
right, and
yeah,
so it was no different. It was just like I'm constantly doing that anyway.
Anyone can hear it on Spotify, so.
But like a lot of men don't even, they just push it to the back of their mind. And I mean, not even just men, just like everyone.
Everyone, they do.
Put it to the back of your mind, I'm fine, or whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
it's
all right if you're not though, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make you weak, it doesn't make you like.
I think that's one negative to social media. That's a negative to social media, isn't it? Because you see so much positive when you are going through a negative point. You're like, I'm the only person going through this, and like, why is Jim from across the road going on like millions of holidays? And like, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's really difficult to do that. But then, it's a double-edged sword from the other end. Even though social media has its negatives, do you think it's given men and people in general the confidence and opportunity to speak out?
Yeah, definitely.
Because, like, for example, your songs, one of them, isn't it?
Reasons, Oh yeah, definitely.
It's giving you the platform to speak out.
It did all right. You know what I mean? I was like, it got a decent reaction, and I was like, oh right. Mad, that wouldn't have happened without social media completely. And you know, it's just the whole topic is just, we need to just make our corner of the world nice. You know what I mean? We're on this fucking floating rock with billions of people, can't control everything that's going on. The world's in turmoil at the moment. So much negativity that's going on.
It always will be.
But it always will be. Can't control what people do.
There's bad in the world's not bad.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you can make your part of the world, your corner, and what the output that you're putting into the world, and try and make the world a positive place.
That's all you can.
And it's all good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, but if you're going through something and you're sat just scrolling through, comparing it to everyone and whatever, like you say, reach out. It honestly, it's like, it's the best thing that I ever did.
It's one of the easiest things when you actually, once you've done it, it just shows like, oh my God, I'd have done that 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But maybe you do need to sometimes you do need to deal with stuff alone to an extent, don't you? And then open yourself
but I feel like your mind's a magnifying glass though, at the same time, because it makes everything in your mind like bigger and feel like this issue is so much bigger than it actually is. And then it takes someone who's not in your life and not in your shoes, and you're the side character in their life, and they're like, hang on, actually, why don't you just look at it like this? And then you're like,
whoa, why didn't I think of that myself?
You just fucking, you just press the widescreen there and that's done. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So I do think we're in a very positive way, especially because men's mental health, I think, is probably on a increasing positive. I think it's getting better, definitely.
Yeah.
Because I know mental health has always been about for everybody, but I think men's was
I feel like
struggling.
we're more educated.
Yeah, we're much more educated now. But honestly, what do you think still holds men back away from speaking out, or speaking about their feelings?
Pride,
Mm-hmm.
to be
I
honest.
thought that myself.
I think it is pride.
It's
I mean,
ego a lot, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, I felt like that
Yeah,
completely.
I do.
You
Yeah.
know, I've always wanted to like pride myself in being like, I'm strong. I'm, you know, I'm independent.
The bravado,
I'm a
isn't
man.
it?
You know what I mean? It's like wanted to be proud to be a man, and like, what does it mean to be a man?
Yeah.
And I feel like that gets misconstrued sometimes.
Well, it does,
of what
doesn't
it means to be a man.
It's the fear of judgment as well.
And I feel like generations has taught us the majority of the wrong thing. You know?
Yeah.
And as we develop as a species or whatever, and we're talking about it more, and we're on social. That's the thing with social media. It's like we're more connected with everyone on the planet more than we've ever been, ever.
Yeah.
Like our brains aren't built for that yet. That's why everything's so overstimulated all the time.
So throughout our conversation, I think a running theme, the characteristics that's been shown, is driven mindset. Like throughout.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the aspiration to keep wanting to achieve, and in this case, why are you so what makes you so driven, do you think, about like your music and what you want to pursue?
It's what I've always wanted to do, man. And I've known that in like the least egotistical way. I've always known I can.
I like
because I feel like if you put your mind to it, you can do anything.
Yeah.
You can do anything you want. Why not? You know what I mean? It's like you hear these stories of people winning like Grammys and stuff, and they started out in like the slums. You know what I mean? And it's like, how can that kid do that? Like,
we all
bad
can,
things
can't,
happen, but my life's not been that heavy. I can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm one of the lucky ones.
There's no reason why you can't, is there?
Yeah, exactly.
Just got to believe and
work hard.
have the eye and have that. I think it comes down to consistency.
Yeah.
I think it just be consistent.
That's something that I've really struggled with. I mean, not so much on the music side, but with social media.
I like that honesty though, as well, to say that.
Yeah, I feel like that's the whole point though. It's like in a world of like AI and things that are fake, it's like now more than ever, it's more important. It's so important to just be real, man.
And it's so much loved, I think. I even think it's more shown upon, like to be able to just be like authentic.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, definitely. You're welcome. It's so important. Like obviously, like you said, like it just gives you the opportunity to believe that you can do anything. And I love the way you said that you believe like you're worth how good you are. Because like I love stuff like that. I love when people are literally just opening up and like, yeah, I know I can do that.
Yeah, man. I've worked really hard.
Yeah, like from, like you said, the work you've put in, the time, the effort. That naivety also has backing. It's not just like
I mean,
it's not just like a fever dream where it's like you're just like, I don't even know how to play the guitar, but I'm gonna. Like,
completely. You take delusion and make it reality. I mean, when you look at it from like a really like scientific point of view of what I want to do, I play with sounds. Sounds stupid to like Joe Public.
Yeah, but when you break it down,
when you actually deep it, it's like this is everything to me.
Yeah,
and it's like because I don't know why it's everything to me, but it just is.
It is,
and I know that I've worked so hard. I'm going to continue to work so hard and manifesting all these things and putting myself in the mindset of like what my life's going to be like when I hit set goal or whatever. And it's like just believing it to an unhealthy level to the point where it becomes reality. You make it a reality because only you is stopping you from doing it.
What's your opinion on balance?
Like life balance, you mean?
Yeah, what's your opinion on balance? Do you think you can get to the pinnacle of one's success?
Depends what you define as success.
Well, your own, let's say your own.
My own success.
Because that, like, obviously that's the only one you can comment on yourself, truly. What's your opinion on balance for what you want to achieve? Do you think you need balance in your life, or do you think you've got to be on balance to get to where you want to go?
I think that's what I figured out in like the time that I was away, to be honest. It's the balance is important, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it is. It's like spending time with your friends and your family,
Mm-hmm.
making sure that your mind's in a good place. I didn't really pay much attention to my mental health. And I feel like that's just as important as your physical health.
Definitely.
You know, you go to the gym.
I think it's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
I think it's you more should put value on your mental than your physical.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's important too.
Obviously,
but,
yeah.
You know, a lot of people go to the gym. They look after, go and run, whatever. They eat healthy. Why aren't you doing that with your brain? Because it's going to last longer anyway.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? It's like that. It's the same. It's just different. Yeah, if that makes any sense.
No, I do.
But
I just think when I ask that question, I don't think there's no wrong answer, because some people say to me, no, there's no balance. I literally grind 24/7.
That's fair, man.
I know, but like I dabble with it because I am still unsure of what my perspective.
I think the scale is definitely more tipped towards like grinding, because at the end of the day, when you want to do something like this, because especially in my case, you know, it's like the top 1% break to the goals, like the ultimate goal.
Well, most is, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And you only get to that point by like sacrificing things
moments
in your life, you know.
But then that's only going to take a turn on your mental health. And you see so many people get to it and then crumble because then they haven't had the experience to deal with the mental health and understand it. So that's why I dip a toe in with both that I don't know. Because I'm like, you could be so unbalanced, get to the pinnacle, and then the first bit of adversity comes that mentally challenges you.
I feel like it's just structure.
Yeah.
That's something that I didn't do for a long time. I never structured my life. Like what I was going to do on certain days. Just tried to do it all at once. You know what I mean? Then it'd be like at someone's birthday and I'm like, oh, I can't go because I've got to do this. And it's like, but if I get the work that I was going to do that day done because I planned it and I've organised what I want to do.
Definitely.
I mean, everything's more organised. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. It's like when people say, I'll go to the gym, do 2-hour session. It's like, you need to go to the gym for 2 hours. Just go and you can be efficient or you can pretend that you're busy. I think there's two mediums. I think like you could do 2 hours for this is for use. Let's say you could do 2 hours in-depth writing session, or you could do 24 hours, but like get not as much outcome because you're scrolling and then like you're going to make a sandwich and then
completely. I mean, I have that issue. It's something that I'm actually a problem that I'm only literally like this week resolving. I never put a plan together for my social media ever.
Okay.
Because I was just like, I'll just post the odd cover here and there and like being naive, to be honest.
Spontaneous.
And it's like at the moment, being completely honest, I'm in between homes at the moment. It's like I live part-time with my girlfriend and live part-time with my family. I'm in my studio and my mum's. So I can only really do music when I'm in my mum's because when I'm in my girlfriend's, I can't do it there. And it's easier for me to get to work from there, and obviously I want to see her. So then I have to prioritize my time and what I'm doing. So then when I go to my mum's, all I want to do is write and play the game. You know what I mean? And I'm like, but then I'm like, hang on, what am I going to post? Now I feel guilty. And it was like this never ending cycle of like, but then I recently put like an actual plan together of what I'm going to do and what I'm posting each day and different formats that I've created and put a structure together, and it's working for me.
I think it releases that like thing in your mind as well. It, like, because when you don't have, say, a plan or like some kind of structure in place, it's just in your head constantly where like once you've got that structure, it's like it releases you from.
It's like you put the weight down in it.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's like completely like, okay, well, that's Monday, that's Wednesday, that's Thursday. It's just like, that's how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah. Completely.
Well, when we were speaking, I asked you for a contact to get in touch with, to ask them a question.
Okay.
And you give me your younger sister, Jasmine, is it? Yeah. So I got in touch with Jasmine and asked her what's her opinion of you and how she sees you as a person through her eyes. And yeah, I'm going to read out what she said and then get your thoughts and opinions on it. Okay. I personally see Lou as a role model. He is really loving and kind. He is very emotionally intelligent and knows how to navigate any situation. I always come to Lou if he needs help. I always come to Lou if I need help with something because he will always be there for me. Lou doesn't care about what others think of him. He never has, and I've always admired that about him. He has always followed his dreams and never let anyone stop him. That's why he is such a good brother, a role model to me, and he's probably a genuine person. He's the most genuine person.
Nice.
What's that like to hear that?
I don't know. Choked up a little bit. I love my sister, man. We have such a close relationship, but
to be told you're a role model must be powerful.
Yeah, man. That's
like somebody actually looks up to you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's lovely. I mean, she's a gem. I love her to pieces. Like, she's my baby sister. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, when I was away traveling and stuff with like the band and things that I've done, I missed out on like crucial parts of her growing up. And I always like felt guilty for that. So then coming home, I made a priority that I got to build that relationship with her and make sure that she knows that like she can trust me and that like I'll protect her. And I'll, you know, she can come to me with whatever it is. I think that's so important. You know, in a world where like as a female, it's scary. I mean, for anyone, it's a scary world, but like, you know, as a female, it can be scary.
Yeah, 100%.
And like, I don't ever want my sister to be scared. You know,
of course. But especially when you've been through certain things yourself, you've got the backing and the experience to provide that.
Exactly. And you know, I'm the same with all my siblings. It's like, I don't want them to feel that pain because I know what that feels like, you know? And like when I've noticed if there's certain things or certain patterns that they're starting to show, where I'm like, I know this. There's nothing down that road.
Yeah.
I've been there.
There's no good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's really lovely that. And I'm glad that she views me like that. It's really sweet.
I love it as well. I say this every episode, but like it really gives a backing to what you spoke about is true, because we've had somebody externally from your circle who's been able to say that without even having.
Yeah, Vivi came around and he was like, he's an absolute dickhead. He's lying. He's lying. Don't believe him. He's a narcissist.
So like everything we spoke about, it just gives that backing.
Yeah, it's so true. Though. Yeah. I mean, that's a great format.
Oh, thank you.
Got me choked, to be honest.
It's it.
And then he started sobbing.
But yeah, so I have a closing tradition on the podcast.
Yeah.
And the question, it's called The Walkway. And the question is, if somebody walked a day in your shoes, what's one lesson they'd learn?
Happiness is a choice.
Okay.
In the sense of bad things can happen. And as we spoke about earlier, it's all right to feel sorry for yourself for a bit. But it comes a time where, unfortunately, you have to choose to be happy. Otherwise, you're just going to stay in that pit forever.
Yeah.
And I think another thing that they would find out if they lived a day in my life is that how lucky I am to be surrounded by the people that I am. I've got such a loving family. I've got an amazing girlfriend. I've got amazing mates. I'm just surrounded by love, man. And it's like, I'm super blessed. I'm really grateful for that.
It's so important, isn't it?
Yeah, really important. I've got a really nice circle.
Like, I don't think that's one thing, definitely, that I believe in. I don't think you can actually achieve something without the circle of like love, shall we say.
You need a foundation, man.
Yeah, you need that foundation.
Definitely.
Of somebody, even if it's one person. Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter how big or how small or who it is. You need people.
Need people.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Just like your sister said. You help her.
That was really sweet.
But yeah, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your authenticity and being honest, like truly honest. Like, even when it was like you could play a narrative or put a bravado on, that just made the story sound better for you in that moment. You were like opened up, like, actually no, probably not.
No, so, like, I'm not about that. Just say it as it is.
I really like that. No,
thanks, man.
Because it doesn't. You can say yourself. I don't think it comes across all the time. I think there's a lot of people that would put that bravado on, or
I think that comes from
mm-hmm.
spending the time and taking the time to figure out who I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been that
Mm-hmm.
character where I've
Mm-hmm.
had to do that. I played the
Yeah.
character of being over eccentric and
Mm-hmm.
over like energized for like
Mm-hmm.
kids telly. I've
Mm-hmm.
been like the boy band member and
Mm-hmm.
all these different like
Mm-hmm.
versions of myself to
Mm-hmm.
figure out like, hang on, no, I just want to be me.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not.
Does that give you confidence?
Yeah.
I know we're ending it, but like,
yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
it's going there.
It does.
That must give you like a confidence to just be like, you know who you are.
Yeah,
you
man.
know what you want to do.
Yeah.
And like, that's it.
I'm really secure in who I
Mm-hmm.
am as a person. I feel
Because
like,
there's only so long you can live a lie.
yeah, completely.
'Cause then it
I
just
wouldn't
falls
be
off,
able
yeah.
to progress in a career
Mhm.
path that I want to
Yeah.
if I wasn't secure in who I am.
Yeah. And you can never
Completely.
get to the pinnacle being somebody else.
But I've really enjoyed this,
Mhm.
man. This is really
No,
nice.
thank you very much.
Appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it.
Nice one.